pension-age bare-knuckle boxing rivals set for rematch of infamous bout. Two legendary bare-knuckle boxers are set to face off against each other despite both being well over the age to collect the pension. Dan Rooney and Ainey McGinley famously fought at Crossmaglen 34 years ago surrounded by a huge crowd. Sources have told the Sunday World that Rooney, now better known as a Christian preacher, is ready to take up a challenge to fight his one-time bitter rival. According to sources, he has told friends God had told him to do it. Despite promises that a large sum of money will be put down by the fighters or their families, there is no guarantee it will go ahead. This week, he featured in a clip posted online complaining about being banned by police from the annual horse fair at Appleby in the UK. In the footage he promises he will sort it out with the police and that he will be back at the event, which is attended by thousands of people every year. He blamed squealers and grasses for being behind the ban. McGinley promises to spend the last pound in my pocket, taking legal action to have the order lifted. While Rooney has been preaching to crowds across Ireland and the UK, McGinley has been regularly featured in call-out videos. Other recent videos include one where he exercises with an anvil, lifting the heavy object over his head several times. "I am as good now as I was the first day I was fighting. I'm better now and getting better the whole time." McGinley is also seen training with a punch bag, throwing punches as he ducks and weaves and proclaims himself the greatest. The clips are in contrast to the online content featuring Rooney, which mostly center on his evangelist preaching. He talks about bringing Jesus to people and having left his previous life behind. He was known in the past to have visited members of the traveler community, including some halting sites occupied by people involved in serious crime, in a bid to convert them. Sources have told the Sunday World that Rooney, now better known as a Christian preacher, is ready to take up a challenge to fight his one-time bitter rival. According to sources, he has told friends God had told him to do it. His reputation as a bare-knuckle fighter won Rooney widespread respect throughout the traveler community and among people in his native South Armagh. It's a far cry from his days as the swaggering and imposing bruiser who featured in videos of chaotic bare-knuckle bouts in London and Crossmaglen. In one infamous video, Rooney travelled to Luton in 1990 to fight a member of the Cash clan. The night before he was to face Michael Cash, he was at the centre of an adoring and boozy crowd who travelled from Ireland to watch the fight. In another contest, huge crowds gathered in Crossmaglen to watch Rooney fight McGinley. While Ainey spoke dismissively of Rooney, who had previously announced his retirement, others in Crossmaglen were clearly adoring fans. Spectators had travelled from all over Ireland and the UK to witness the bare-knuckle legend in action. In that fight Rooney emerged apparently victorious, using his size and the steady pace to land heavy blows on McGinley. The bout left Rooney with a black eye, but afterwards he said, "The other fella, running away, if he'd stayed, it would have went a lot better for me."